This afternoon, Fox Sports takes you on a bumpy four-wide, 200-mile-an-hour ride on a runway. One slip, and you can wreck 10 or 15 cars. Talladega is the place that is known for many historic last lap passes, historic moments, and incredibly big wrecks, including one wreck in 2003 that involved 27 cars. And let's not forget, in 2002, the wreck that was the largest in Busch Series history. Let's also not forget how dangerous this track can be as well. This place is known for having big, scary wrecks.
Trouble, turn one. Hard, a car in the wall. And spinning down to the bottom. There's going to be 10 or more cars involved. Johnny Benson.
Let's also not forget the wreck in 2012 that involved 30 cars. It can be going swimmingly at one moment, the next moment, and boom. What will we see today? Find out in the Aaron's 499. The weather here, well, it's way better than Bristol. Sunshine. It's a beautiful day here today at Talladega. Obviously, there are some clouds building off toward the east of the track, but there should be a little bit of rain that's slowly diminishing. There's actually a very low chance right now. Hunter Miller won the rain-shortened Food City 500 last week, punching his ticket into the chase for the Cup come New Hampshire. And while we're at it, let's check the starting lineup. In row 1, we have the Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet and the Rush Truck Centers Chevrolet. Row 2 finds the Caterpillar Chevrolet and the Motorcraft Ford. Row 3 finds the FedEx Express Toyota and the Kelly Blue Book Chevrolet. Row 4 finds the 56 car and the Napa Chevrolet. 56 car and the 24 car. Rounding out the top 10 starting spots, we have the 33 car and the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Chevrolet. Row 6 finds the 78 car and the Ortho Fire Ant Killer Ford. Row 7 finds the Target Chevrolet and the Farmers Insurance Chevrolet. Row 8 finds the Nature's Bakery Chevrolet and the Avocare Ford. Row 9 finds the M&M's Toyota and the Menards Chevrolet. Row 10 finds the Eris Toyota and the Dollar General Toyota. Row 11 finds the Napa car and the Haas Nation Chevrolet. Row 12 finds the Lowe's Chevrolet and the White Deuce Ford. Row 13 finds the 7 car and the Pennzoil Ford. Row 14 finds the 5-Hour Energy Toyota and the 29 car. Row 15 finds the Smithfield Foods Ford and the 9 car. Row 16 finds the 83 car and the Zest Ford. Row 17 finds the 55 car and the Bass Pro Shops 1 car, one Chevrolet. Some important facts you should know this afternoon. as we approach 12:30 here locally. Compared to most other tracks where the start-finish line is in the middle of the tri-oval, Brian France built this place and moved the start-finish line down towards turn 1, making for some really, really close racing and opening up some real estate to make more fans have a better of a chance of a race to see. Will we see a last lap pass today? Figure It Out is our race menu presented by Kelly Blue Book. Today is 34 cars as always by standard procedure. 10 laps. Jonathan Morrison is on the pole. The big one is looming and is a major threat at any time, and it's almost inevitable. Pace car is in. DW, want to reach up there and pull those belts tight? One more time. All right, here we go. Flagman's got the flag in the air. Jonathan Morrison leads him down. Here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. It's like to be me. Down the back straightaway already. They're in pairs of 2 right now, all the way through this pack. I believe the 4 may be looking for his partner, which, pardon me, at the moment, so far it's dull even through this field, side by side, as we head down into turn 3. KFC Cup Series and Xavier Sandreska driving the Fame 21, pushing the 14 on the outside. So far, it looks like the outside lane seems to be the prevalent spot. Oh, the 31 gets hung out to dry. However, Jonathan Morrison is going to be staying glued to that inside, but he's got the 11 car behind him. That's the problem with the sucker hole. It may look inviting, but I assure you, you do not want to get caught up in it. I think he's going to lose about 20 spots right here, as nobody wants to pop out of the line to help him. Lap 1 on the board. KFC Cup Series takes the lead. Leads that one. Already got a little bit of 3-wide racing going on. Looks like got a second pack's being formed down in turn 1 for him, but they are keeping in touch with the leader. They're just off the pace and running their own lap times and their own draft. Even Hunter Rizzoni went and dropped from the first pack to pick up the 10 of Blake Dillon. You see a pack of about 11 cars down here on the inside. Down here, probably about second and a half off our leader, who just had a really close save right here. He was on the bottom with the 3 pushing him. He came up. 21 almost had to get out of the gas briefly. And by get out of the gas, oh, whoa! That's what caused all that shuffling, and Jacob Tube suddenly is now pushing the 21, and the 14's falling back. he's probably not used to seeing his car run like this in traffic. At least he's holding that middle lane up pretty bad. He's holding him up. Three wide through this field. But they are 3 wide and literally seconds apart. And look at Jacob Tube dropped down to the inside, 3 wide. Wow, that was probably the ballsiest move I've ever seen. Fort Minor ran. But he can't seem to go anywhere because he went down in that sucker hole. There's that gap. It looks inviting, but believe me, it's not a place you want to go. But seriously, that move though was pretty epic, if you ask me. I be you, let's dress you. And the 14 jumps up, gets the 4. And they are literally 4 wide. All the way through this field. They're 4 wide for a brief moment. Which is something that could be done at Talladega. Many people have done it in the past. But it's just dangerous to do. And Dylan Murray gets a big push from the 14. And is out front. Dylan has a good car this weekend. He could probably be one of the people that we talk about. He was a contender down in Daytona in February. And it looks like he could be the man to beat today. Oh. Trouble. Turn 3. It's Jake Basinger sliding into the dirt. Blake Dillon also loops it around. Caution is out. Right in front of the 43. He jammed on the brakes, lit it up. That's what we talked about when we talked about pushing. Is you can push for a certain amount of time, but you gotta be mindful of that left rear or left or right side. If you go to the left rear, he'll spin into the inside, and unfortunately, that's what the 41 did to the 10. The 83 did a nice job of saving it, of What If Racing. Blake Dillon, however, did not. He keeps the car going. Jake Basinger now on pit road. Hopefully getting some damage repaired to his car. This racing up front, though, just got pretty darn intense. We'll see how the restart cycle has actually put Jacob Tube, who took 2 tires on that stop, just took an adjustment, hit the car a little tighter, almost hit the 21 as he was coming out, but passes 5 guys in one shot and is out first. Unfortunately, he does not have his wingman, the 88, behind him on this restart. The 4 and the 14 are hooked up, but however, The 88, at least he's on the inside, is down in 7th. At least all 500 motorsports cars are up there in 2 different lanes, in the same lane as they sort each other this out. Update on Basinger and What If. And Kamikaze Games. The 2 cars have gotten their damage repaired. They are out on the track right now. Obviously, their car is a bit of a pack job. And the 42 got a little physical with the 7 on pit road. Cost them a lot of time. Derek Lewis is going to restart last for this restart. Oh, here we go, getting set for the restart. Green flag back into the air. Boy, Dylan Murray laid back quite a bit trying to bait Jacob too, but it really jammed him up on the outside, and inside lane is gone. On by about 3 cars. As we get close to the end of this thing, remember, this is probably one of the shorter races on the schedule, because you're going to see a lot of guys make desperate moves. That'll get them into that'll get into some pretty heavy trouble. You see Jonathan Morrison giving Jacob Tube a big shove down the back to stay ahead of the trouble. Jacob Tube drops down. Whoa, 3. He almost got clipped by the 21 car. And he's baited in. They're baited in the sucker hole. That sounds incredibly wrong. You feel look at that. 3 wide all the way through the corner. Looks like the 2 Penske teammates are making a run on the outside. Trying to make a 3rd lane. Making it work. Or 4th lane. But nobody wants to join them. You feel that? Middle of fucking nowhere. Here we go, coming from the trial now. Target. And oh, Jessica Shelton's getting a little squirrely right there. Oh, they're gonna, wow, she ran the 22 way wide in the trial, almost ran him into the wall. Could this mean that she doesn't have any help? She's trying to stay on him on the outside, but fortunately she doesn't have any help, or much help at all, coming from the outside. Looks like an actual 4th lane is forming up right now. I don't think they don't look like they're gonna make it. This is crazy. As long as Jacob Tube stays down on the inside. They're asking for a wreck. Heading through turns 3 and 4. Ooh, the 14 jumps high. Coming down, 4 laps of racing to go, and we get to the line. Oh, contact! There they go. Oh, hard in the wall goes Brendan Little, and it's a big mess behind them. Oh, wow. Oh, lots of trouble. Lots and lots of trouble. Oh, wow. Big wreck, big wreck, big wreck, big wreck, big wreck, big wreck. Come on, come on, come on. Save it, bud. Save it, save it, save it, save it. As multiple cars pile in, Hoffman, Lean Batch, Chris Washer's in it. Hot Wheels 44 slams the pit road wall. Menard's Cup Series also gets a piece of the action. Zox Moon was also in it. Eminem's Cup Series piles in the accident late, but the caution is out for the first time this afternoon. Just as we get the caution with 4 laps to go, Brendan Little gets tipped hard into the inside wall. I don't even know who's all in it. Question is, who's left? That's actually a good question. Joshua Leanbatch is there. Major damage to his M&M's Toyota. His day looks like it might be done. Actually, the damage doesn't look too bad. Oh, yeah, look at the right front. It's killed, guys. That was Joshua Leanbatch talking. Nate Sherman, Daytona 500 winner. One of the favorites to win this afternoon. Zach Speed got through the accident. Caleb Hoffman driving back through the grass to get to his pit stall. Hot Wheels 44 is the winner in it down. So does Nicholas Lopez. Brendan Little after a wild shot. Hunter Rizzoni down there. Blake Dillon possibly has a little bit of damage. Alvin Alonso is in it. One lane. See some other cars driving away from this accident scene. Noah Spalding driving through your picture. This started just completely due to mistiming the draft. Jessica Shelton's out of her car. And I'm pretty sure Zox Moon's pretty upset at her. Because right there, she formed that fourth line. And then the 56 came up, tried to block her. And then just turned her right into the pack. Brendan Little took another nasty hit. He has the window net down. That's the best news. His leg isn't 100% healed yet. So he's probably just going to get out gingerly. Because he got hit almost square in the door by the 41 car. As see him down Hunter Rizzoni. He is out of his car, walking to the care center. Some of these cars can just get down pit road and continue. 31 cars down pit road getting some getting taped up, if you will. I'm so paid. Number 1. Alvin Alonso getting probably just down there getting some cosmetic damage. Blake Dillon doing the same. Probably more rear than anything. Rear bumper than anything for him. Menards Cup Series, DJ Harris, Jessica Shelton, and Menards Cup Series so far, and Josh Williambatch are the only drivers that cannot continue. More could be added to the list. Boom. Oh, God. Hunter Azzoni, Brendan Little, Josh Williambatch, Jessica Shelton, DJ Harris, and Menards Cup Series. The only 6 cars out of the race now. Mason Powers is, a lot of these drivers are getting patch jobs done to their cars. Hot Wheels 44 are going to go to the garage. His day is done. He's had a rough week. He's coming out. Trent Dunham is done. And the list goes on. It's a pretty long list of names in this wreck. Of the 34 cars that started, 15 of them, that's close to half the field, wadded up in this wreck. Jessica Shelton obviously can continue. So basically, these 6 guys at the moment cannot continue. And it looks like it's official. Tough way to end the race for so many good cars. And some of them are getting patched up. 48 just kept going. Just a bit of some tire changes. Probably hit the splitter a little bit. As you can see right here, this just changes everything, if you will. As you can see, the lineup looks pretty different. And there are some new faces. Eric Gamer, a couple weeks ago, contended for the win at Brighton. What could he do here? As we have 2 laps left in the scheduled distance. Here we go. Jacob Tube giving a nice shot to Dylan Murray, and Jacob Tube giving each other a pretty nice shot as we head down the. As we aren't even heading down into turn 1, they were already pushing. The 11 didn't get going very well. Luckily, the 20 pulled down to pick him up, otherwise he'd be going backwards. Pack seems to form. Looks like Paula Moon gets a big push from the 14, pulls down. Runs a 78. Dylan Murray runs a 78 of Eric Gamer way up wide. Question after that fucking thing.
Look at that. There's a Paul and Moon getting a nice little shove. Oh, now he's coming down. Looks like Jacob Tube. What? Did he go? Jacob Tube way to the bottom. I'm not sure if he went below the yellow line to do it, but they ruled a legal pass. The 88's in the sucker hole now as they head out of turn 4. This could be a pretty cool finish for the win if nobody messes it up. Look at that. Caleb Hoffman finally picks up the 19. Here we go, coming to the white flag at Talladega. Last lap. 14 gets a shove from the 4. I'm sure the 2's not giving up. He's never looked at that fuel gauge so hard in his life. That motor, that motor on that 2 doesn't look too good. As they head down the backstretch, Jacob Tube to the top, down to the bottom of the track to block. Now he's got the 2 car with him. They are paired up 3. Oh, there are a couple of cars around at the back. One of them with a massive shot to the inside. Oddwall, we stay green. Here comes Jacob Tube with the sprint home to the tri-oval. Do they wave the caution? Oh, crashing! Big wreck, big wreck, big wreck, big wreck, big wreck, big wreck. Big wreck. Oh, got a wreck. Another, got a wreck, got a wreck, got a wreck. Feel me, you from my. Oh, got a wreck. Oh, here they go. Oh, they're crashing at the back. One car upside down on his roof. That is Zach Speed. Flipping wildly here in the tri-oval. Multiple cars pile in. Up and over. That is Zach Speed as one car just pounded the. And the caution is out, and the race is gonna finish. And crashing it out of turn 4 are Jonathan Morrison, Caleb Hoffman, Zach Speed, Sports Center Cup Series gets the car in the grass. Caleb Hoffman, Peyton Beasley, M&M's Cup Series, Matthew Powell, Derek Lewis, and Grayson Alcebdo. All of them are crashing here. You're at Talladega, coming through the tri-oval. There's actually a second wreck that occurred behind them that didn't throw the yellow. The 25 got into the 7. And slammed into the 48, causing them to spin. Fortunately, no yellow. They let him race back. attempt to race to the line. Blake Dillon hard into the pit wall. And oh yeah, this guy in the 24 won the race. Jacob Tube finally picks up his first win at Talladega in the first ever restrictor plate win since season 2 back at Daytona when he had that commanding performance. We all remember that. This is a big, hard crash. We got Caleb Hoffman's on fire down here. He's going to try to limp to the finish. Alright, come on. Right through the grass, Keep going. Go on, rockin' big. Come to the line. Jonathan Morrison, pole sitter, Talladega favorite. Another one of the favorites today, he's involved. Now there's actually crews are tending to Blake Dillon, as he is out of the car. He got out gingerly under his own power, but he did get out of the car. That is the best news that we have at the moment, that he has gotten over the wall and has sat down. However, Zach Speed was the other car that took a pretty big ride in the trial. He is out of the car. Caleb Hoffman is gonna pretty much give him a ride, as long as that thing doesn't catch on fire. Wow, what a wreck late in this thing. Good thing they all crashed down at the apron towards pit road instead of coming up to the racing surface, allowing these guys to race through the wreck without any obstacle. And oh yeah, don't forget, Jacob Tube has joined the Hendrick Motorsports camp in the playoffs with his win today at Chicagoland. He is your Sunoco winning man. Basically, this wreck just took out a dozen cars. Basically, it started when the 29 got tipped. Actually, the 78 was trying to block the 29. They were getting all the positions that they could. So far, these positions are going to be for 15th on back. Look at this 20, it just flips him over. And then they all crashed in the tri-oval. The 19 ends up getting hit in the back pretty hard. It's spinning. 78 was able to drive away. Derek Lewis was not. Later comes into this wreck late. Can't stop. Slams into the 9. And watch the 10. Heavy impact. Hits and stops. And it's a good thing we saw him get out of that car, because that was a wild ride. And Zach Speed, he flipped once. if he had to, he probably would have flipped into the fence too, because that's what it was looking to be. Boom, flip. 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 8 flips. And good thing to see Zach Speed out of his car. He'll be credited 16th. He'll be credited 15th. 4, 10, 16th, yeah. And then, look at that. Just amazing to see all the safety response to the driver in a scary situation like that. Jacob Tube won today's race at Talladega, the Aaron's 499, followed by Jackson Hunter second, KSC Cup Series third, Dylan Murway fourth. He jumps over, takes the points lead currently. Apollo Moon fifth, Hunter Miller sixth, Xavier Sandreska seventh, Jake Basinger eighth, Alvin Alonso 19th, 9th, Eric Gamer 10th, Dylan Jacobs 11th, Darnell Matthew 12th, Mason Powers 13th, Zarx Moon 14th, Hot Wheels 44 15th, Zach Speed 16th, Blake Dillon 17th, 18th is Eminem's Cup Series, 19th is Peyton Beasley, 20th is Caleb Hoffman, 21st is Grayson Alcevedo, 22nd is Sports Center Cup Series, 23rd is Derek Lewis, 24th is Jonathan Morrison, 25th is Matthew Powell, 26th is Nate Sherman. Unfortunate run for him. 27th is teammate Noah Spalding. 28th is Chris Washer. 29th is Nicholas Lopez. 30th is Joshua Leanbach. 31st is Brendan Little. 32nd is DJ Harris. 33rd is Menards Cup Series. And 34th is Jessica Shelton. So, congratulations to Jacob Tube for his win today at Talladega. We also like to inform you next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, we'll be at NASCAR's oldest track for Daytona, but we're racing on the beach. Coverage begins at 12:30 p.m. Eastern on the one and only NASCAR on FX. The green flag be falling around 1 o'clock. So again, congratulations to Jacob Tube for his win at Talladega. Put himself in the right spot. Like this video if you enjoyed, comment on this video, subscribe, share this video across any social network, follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, add me on Snapchat for behind the scenes footage of my videos. We'll see you next Sunday at Daytona Beach.